Awesome.
Welcome back to the live stream, everybody. Coming to you live on YouTube, Twitch, DLive, and Periscope. Today we're talking about aliens, or UFOs. And to help me out today, I've got one of my friends, as a longtime UFO researcher and enthusiast, volunteered to help me out with this effort. Here he is. It's Chance.
What's up?
Yep. Welcome to the show. We do a lot of good stuff here. So if you wanna, sort of give yourself a little intro, that'd be appropriate probably.
Okay, my name is Chance. I'm very interested in aliens. I'm a bit of a skeptic when it comes. I'm not sure if they are or are not. I think they exist, but I don't know if they've visited for sure. And I find all of the stuff surrounding the UFO mystery to be very, very interesting.
Me as well. Me as well.
And I
Okay.
like to talk about it.
That's why I called you here. So well, we have some stuff to talk about. Where do you want to jump off here? We've got like some documents here concerning some pretty OG stuff. As far as the UFO community goes, this is what, 1947 or something.
Yeah, I mean, you could start from the Roswell incident onward, or we can go backwards from the recent Navy stuff where they've been spotting UFOs that have been leaked out to the public.
All right. Well, let's do that. Give me just a second to pull these documents up. I'm gonna find the Wikipedia article because I feel like I want to see what that says. When did it happen? 1947?
Roswell, I believe so, 1940 something.
Oh yes, the Roswell UFO incident. So basically, in 1947, some weird stuff appeared over Roswell, New Mexico, and the army like shot it all down. Here we go.
It appeared something happened and something crashed in Roswell, New Mexico. I think it was allegedly during like a thunderstorm. Um, and then the Army, like Air Defense Force or whatever at the time, it was the Army that did the air stuff. They showed up and took whatever it was that crashed away. And then they claimed it was a weather balloon. A lot of eyewitness testimonies said a lot of different things, ranging from it was like a flying saucer down to there were 4 bodies that they spotted, and the military took them away.
Let's see here. So the events of 1947, the sequence of events was triggered in July 1947 by the crash of military balloon near. Oh, it says military balloon. Allegedly. The balloon had been launched by this place. Alan Morgano and Airfield. A month earlier, it carried a radar deflector that classified product mobile sensors for experimental monitoring of Soviet nuclear testing. So that's what it says on Wikipedia.
Yeah, like in I think it happened twice. They declassified it twice, and they came out with 2 answers. I think those documents are there too as well.
All right, let me see if I
One
can
of them
find
that
those
talks about
ones.
Roswell. And when they declassified it, they said that they A, lost a lot of info, and then B, that it was very likely that all it was the Mogul project, which was another top secret project where they put these weather balloons in the atmosphere to sense nuclear detonations. And there are a couple ideas, I guess, that stem from that. One is that they actually, the military, encouraged the UFO conspiracies to cover up for other top secret stuff. So they said, yeah, sure, it was UFOs or whatever, or they made it seem as though maybe it was aliens or something. So they would pay less attention to what it could have been, which is the stealth balloons that were sensing nuclear weapons or whatever.
Which document should we go over here first? I'm looking through this chat log. We got a bunch in here.
All right. So the NSA.
The NSA
I
one,
guess that's also pertinent info. I did
classified
work
UFO.
with the NSA at some point, but that's not super pertinent here.
Well, you don't need to say that, but now you did.
I want to. Um, but yes. So the NSA released some documents. Basically, some people made some, like, went to court and demanded that the NSA search their, reveal these declassified documents and search their records for anything on UFOs. And so NSA, yeah, you have the link up there, gave us like a bunch of these documents about, their searches on their systems for UFOs. Obviously, this is what they're giving you, so people would say that maybe they aren't giving you everything. Or maybe they are, and it's not actually there. But in those, they document the Roswell crash as well.
It's a lot
The
of
second link I sent
white out
you,
stuff
yeah.
here. I'm in the comment part A PDF.
It's the Portal 70 documents, news features, declassified documents, UFO General Accounting Office.
Okay, government records. Result of a search for records concerning the 1947 crash near Roswell, New Mexico, which did in fact happen.
Yep.
What it was in the documents, it might say. So let's see what we got here. This was written in July 20th, 1995. The Honorable Stephen H. Schiff, House of Representatives. Oh, it was written to him. Okay. Blah, blah, blah. July 8th, 1947, Roswell, New Mexico. Army Airfields. Public Information Office in Roswell, New Mexico reported a crash and recovery of a flying disc. Army Air Forces personnel from the 509th Bomb Group were credited with the recovery. The following day, the press reported that the commanding general of the U.S. 8th Air Force, Fort Worth, Texas, announced that the RAF personnel had recovered and crashed radar tracking weather balloon, not a flying disc.
Yeah, so that is 100% true. There's plenty of newspapers to support that. That whole paragraph happened exactly as it said it happened. They found something crashed, they found it, they said it was a flying disc, and then they said it was a weather balloon.
To be honest, I'm reading this all for the first time, so I'm just skimming it a little bit.
All right.
We got this is just a 20-page document here. Okay, yeah, you go ahead. Something. 50 years of speculation continues. Crashed at Roswell. Some observers believe that the object was an extraterrestrial origin. In the July 1994 report of Air Force research regarding the Roswell incident, the Air Force did not dispute that something happened near Roswell, but reported that it was most likely the source of the wreckage from a balloon launch classified government project designed to determine the state of Soviet nuclear weapons research. So that's what we read in the Wikipedia article too. That seems to be what most people will say if you ask them. I believe if I keep reading this though, there's some pretty interesting stuff in here. Let's see. Results in brief. 1947 Army regulations required that the air incident reports be maintained permanently. Air accident reports be maintained permanently. We identified 4 air incidents reported by the Army Air Forces in New Mexico during July 1947. All of the accidents involved military aircraft, occurred after July 8, 1947. Okay. I'm again apologize to the one person watching this that I am mumbling and just kind of skimming this, but I never really done this type of stream before, so bear with me, or leave if you want, or contribute if you want. Let's see. In our search for records concerning the Roswell crash, we learned that some government records concerning RAF activities had been destroyed and others had not. For example, RAF administrative records and RAF outgoing messages were destroyed. The document disposition form does not indicate what organization or person destroyed these records or when. Okay, so records were destroyed. People say it was an air balloon, some sort of weather balloon type thing. Government records concerning the Roswell crash yielded 2 records. Bomb group, RAF, FBI, type. Okay, here we go. 509th RAF report noted the recovery of a flying disc that was later determined by military officials to be a radar tracking balloon. And yeah, it does keep saying that.
Yeah, so that document is just going to go over. That document was in response to a request for the NSA to search all their records for Roswell stuff. So it's going to keep going over the different records that they searched and what they found, and most of it's going to be similar vein, either flying disc or weather balloon, both. They check all of them, like the CIA, Department of Defense. They check everything, and this is what they've publicly released. So it kind of, at this point, it becomes, do you believe that they released everything? Do you believe that it was actually
No.
destroyed?
I mean, they definitely destroyed something.
Well, yeah, some of the reports were admittedly lost, but it doesn't really say to what extent, how much.
Could it have been a flying disc? Anyway, do we have another document that goes into this a little bit deeper, or says something else about it besides it being maybe a weather balloon?
In the NSA.gov, in the first link that I sent you, there's a whole bunch of documents, and any of those might have something to do with the Roswell.
All right, let's check it out. Okay, communications. Yeah, did any of these come to mind that you did read?
Not in particular with regards to the Roswell incident. The one I sent you was the one that was the most detailed, where it talks about what everyone.
UFO, probably a balloon, moved from northwest of toward west, faced south of all. Balloons. Probably balloons, it says. Didn't they like shoot them down though? And like didn't a bunch of stuff happen with like lights in the sky where they were like shining lights at things in the sky? Am I making that up?
You look up the Los Angeles incident around the same time.
Yeah, that must be what I'm thinking of. Is there anywhere in particular I should be looking at up?
That might come up with a whole shit ton of stuff. Look up UFO incidents in like the 1940s.
Oh yeah, this is what I was thinking of. I think Battle of Los Angeles. Didn't they make a movie about this like a few years ago called Battle of Los Angeles?
They might have. I don't know.
Hang on a second. Battle. Yeah, they did. It was about aliens.
Makes sense.
I'm willing to bet it was funded by the military.
Anyway, have to watch that later.
You don't. I think it was a pretty bad movie.
Exactly.
Anyway, so this is tangentially related, I guess. Battle of Los Angeles, known as the Great Los Angeles Air Raid, was the name given to contemporary sources for the attack on the mainland of the United States. Oh, by Japan?
Rumored, yeah, because that was the only thing going on at the time when it, happened. So they assumed it was Japanese.
Oh, this is 1942. Oh wait, no, it was not. Oh wait, yeah, it is. Alright, background. In the months following the Imperial Japanese. Oh, man, this is just saying the Japanese did it.
I'm pretty sure it's just saying that they did the Pearl Harbor, and then they're like,
wait, what the hell? The rumors were
Oh
taken
yeah, they
so
shot at
seriously
it.
that 500 United States Army troops moved into the Walt Disney Studios lot in Burbank, California, to defend the famed Hollywood
Yeah, dude, they
facility.
fired like all sorts of stuff at it. They thought it was serious, like 100%.
What? Wait, why did
Yeah,
they
because these
move
lights
into
showed
why did they move into Walt Disney Studios?
just a lot. This Walt
Just
Disney
to
Studios
defend the
lot.
famed Hollywood facility and the nearby factories? Not
I
the
guess
not
so.
the not Disney Studios. Okay, okay.
They
So
probably thought it's not like they have the,
definitely wasn't Walt
carpet and
Disney Studios projecting UFOs into the sky with projectors. No, that would be crazy. Let's see. On 24th of February 1942, U.S. Naval Intelligence issued a warning that an attack on mainland California could be expected within the next 10 hours. So they knew it was coming. Many flares and blinking lights were reported from the vicinity of the defense plants at 7:18 p.m. and was lifted at 10 p.m. Air raid sirens started about 2 a.m. Total blackout occurred. Thousands of air raid wardens were summoned to their positions. People began firing 50 caliber machine guns and anti-aircraft shells into the air that reported the aircraft. Over 1,400 shells were eventually fired. Pilots of the 4th Interceptor Command were alerted, but their aircraft remained grounded. Artillery fire continued sporadically for 2 hours. Jeez. Oh wait, no, it was only about an hour. The all clear was sounded and blackout order was lifted at 7 a.m. So they're just like shooting into the sky.
yeah, that's all that happened.
All right. After the war ended in 1945, the Japanese government declared that they had flown no airplanes over Los Angeles during the war. The Air Force concluded that an analysis of evidence points of meteorological balloons. Really? Weather balloons again?
Yeah, man. What else could be up there?
I don't I don't know. Probably something. Why does it have to be why would it be a weather balloon again though? I mean, I guess this happened first.
There should be a UFOlogy part down there. Yeah, there it is.
Yeah, there is. It's very short. A photo published in the LA Times on the 26th of February 1942 has featured in UFO conspiracy theories as evidence of an extraterrestrial visitation. They assert that the photo clearly shows searchlights focused on an alien spaceship. However, the photo was heavily modified by photo retouching prior to publication, a routine practice in graphic arts of the time, intended to improve contrast in the black and white photos. Okay. So Photoshop retouched the photo with fake newspaper headlines that were represented as true historical material in the trailers for the 2011 Battle LA. Wait. Yeah, this is that movie I was just talking about. Yeah, let's just check out the critical response for this real quick. 4.86 out of 10. Yeah, I'm gonna pass on that one. Okay, so yeah, so that was like the first two big events that people figured were probably um UFOs, I guess.
Well, take a look at search for Foo Fighters.
Oh
There's a
yeah,
lot of
I
that
forgot
going on
about
before
that.
this.
Foo Fighters. Foo Fighters are an American rock band formed in Seattle, Washington in
Look at the
1994.
aerial phenomenon over there. It was in the same Wikipedia.
Ah yes, Foo Fighter. The term Foo Fighter was applied to Allied aircraft pilots during World War II to describe various UFOs and mysterious aerial phenomena seen in the skies over both European and Pacific theaters of operations. The Foo Fighter initially type of UFO reported and named by the U.S. The term was also commonly used to mean any UFO sighting from that period. So let's check out some sightings. What are the sightings cited here? Foo Fighters were reported on many occasions from around the world. A few examples are noted below. September 1941 in the Indian Ocean. Is there any yeah, that doesn't look real. This looks like a nonsense website.
Yeah, very heavily UFO leaning site.
UFO Insight. Alright, what's the CNN video you sent me? That seems like it might be a good jumping off point to.
Well, it's a good jumping off point because it's heavily
Golden Age
related
of Gaia.com. Why did you send me this?
It was just something.
This is bullshit. I can tell already.
Dude, I told you the site was weirder than the stuff it talked about.
Okay. Let's see what it has to say at least.
I have a fascination for weird sites like that too. So
this is, I clicked the wrong link, but I'm gonna read this anyway. Dr. Michael Salla. Okay. Oh, it looks they source this. Exopolitics.org. That sounds slightly more believable. I don't know. No, I don't know. I don't.
One step maybe.
This guy, right here. What's going on with him? That guy's an alien. Okay, Dr. Michael Salla. Let me just see how long this is. This is a clickbait website, but whatever. Let's check it out anyway. Did President Trump just acknowledge extraterrestrials crashed at Roswell? On June 18th, Donnie Trump was interviewed by his son, little Donnie Trump, and was asked about the existence of alien life. Yep. Connection to the 1947 Roswell incident. The president's answer appeared to support decades-long rumors of an extraterrestrial crash at Roswell. But what did he say? Let's seriously find out what he says. Do they say what he says?
They should say what he says.
Can we just find that interview? Donald Trump interview with Son Yoko. Trump says he doesn't particularly believe in UFOs.
As we mentioned, George also on
all the information
right
in the world, all the mysteries out there. And I was just struck in the last couple of weeks, we're reading more and more reports of Navy pilots seeing lots and lots of UFOs. Have you been briefed on that? What do you make of it?
I have. I think it's probably, I want them to think whatever they think. They do say, I mean, I've seen and I've read and I've heard, and I did have one very brief meeting on it, but people are saying they're seeing UFOs. Do I believe it? Not particularly.
Do you think you'd know if there were evidence of extraterrestrials?
Well, I think our great pilots would know.
What?
From that video, is audio supposed to come out for the stream?
It's coming through my desktop. I don't know if it's coming through Discord. Can you not hear it through Discord?
No, that's all right.
Wait, hang on a second. I can fix this. Just haven't been looking at this guy enough. So, hang on a second. Screen. Yeah, there we go. Go live. How about that?
As we mentioned, George also asked President Trump.
You can hear that? Okay, good.
Yep.
Okay, well, I'm not going to watch the rest of that video. But I will continue to look for that interview. UFO.
Wait, go to the NBC News one. That's somewhat believable, right? NBC?
I've heard very interesting things about UFOs. Let's believe what this guy has to say. Hang on. Turn on my script blockers. Oh, that's a lot of scripts on this page. I should probably be doing this in private mode. I don't like this. Back to continue to site. You know what? I don't want to view NBC because I don't think they're gonna let me look at it. Oh, here's those videos that the Pentagon released.
Yeah.
Just temporarily trust every script on this page to see what happens. What could go wrong? And there's no audio. But there's the footage. There it is.
Yeah, there should be a total of 3 videos out there on 3 different phenomena. This one should show 2, the most recent ones.
Yeah, you sent me a better link than this.
Yeah.
For that, I think.
I believe one was in 2004.
I'm gonna watch the CNN video first.
That's the guy from To the Stars Academy as well.
Out front now, the former Pentagon military official who ran the covert government program up until this last November, Luis Elizondo.
I see people on YouTube just like
Luis
pausing videos a lot and then like interrupting. I think you do that to get around like censors or something, or like copyright claims.
Thank you so much for your time.
So I apologize in advance for doing that out of habit. But
Tonight.
Let's see what they have
And
to
why
say here.
it was so secretive.
Sure. The purpose of the program, Advanced Aerospace Threat Identification Program, was really designed to do just that. From a national security perspective, identify those things that we see, whether we see them electro-optically, we see them with radar, we see them as eyewitness reports, through a myriad of different ways and avenues that we receive the information, and try to ascertain and determine if that information is a potential threat to national security, in a nutshell.
So what did you find?
Well, we found a lot. I think it's probably been a little bit mischaracterized in some of the social media you see and what people put out, because a lot of times when we don't have a lot of information, we tend to fill in those gaps with what we think is logical. And there's still, by the way, a lot we really don't know. I think what's important is that we have identified some very, very interesting anomalous type of aircraft. Let's call them aircraft. Things that don't...
Let's call them aircraft. So they're calling them aircrafts at the very least.
Yeah.
have
I don't want to
any...
call them airplanes.
Like they're not calling them weather balloons anymore.
Oh no, these things were moving too fast, and in certain ways, they would never call them a weather balloon.
Yeah, but they're moving in ways that like planes don't move, right?
obvious...
Yeah, like vertically straight up, kind of like helicopters, but as fast as planes. Yeah. They also
Flight
do like
surfaces.
certain 360-degree turns while moving in one direction, which is not normal for anything that has a one-directional propulsion system.
I'm gonna just do a real quick Google search on this guy before I continue watching this. see.
He was yeah, go for it. He like led the UFO like military system for a long time.
Looks like To the Stars is top thing here.
Yeah, that's where he works now.
Oops. All right. Well,
Any obvious
video.
forms of propulsion, and maneuvering in ways that include extreme maneuverability beyond, I would submit, the healthy G-forces of a human or anything biological, hypersonic velocities, low observability, positive lift, again, seemingly in defying the laws of aerodynamics. So people
so do
are
you
talking.
think? I mean,
I'm sorry.
I know, but do you believe, when you get that Navy pilot saying what he said, do you think that that was, a UFO? To obviously, I don't have any other word to use, or that, or something else.
Sure, that's a great question. Keeping in
I mean, he's not identifying it. It's flying. It's probably an object.
Yeah, an unidentified flying object.
Oh, is it a UFO?
mind, it's not just the pilot's testimony on an
I'm sure she
observation.
means
Sure,
aliens.
when someone comes to you who's in charge of a multi-million-dollar weapon platform, who maintains a top secret security clearance, who is paid and trusted by this country to go fight wars and to fly over cities with live munitions, and by the way, they're trained observers with millions of dollars invested in their training.
Yep.
I would submit to you it's pretty compelling. But on top of that, it's not just the eyewitness testimony. It is actual electro-optical data and radar returns. It's also people like radar operators and air traffic controllers. So I think the discussion should be maybe a little bit broader than that. I think people are focusing just on 2 videos coming from a set of F-18s when really it's a lot more than that.
So recently, I guess it was in October, astronomers spotted what they say could be the first interstellar asteroid. You see it there, kind of that strange
This is
shape
funny. She talks about
from
this
beyond
and he
the
just
solar
talks about
system.
something completely different.
What do you see when you look at that?
Well, Ms. Burnett, I have to admit to you, when I ran this program, I was fundamentally looking at, my colleagues looking at 2 things.
Yeah.
What is it and how does it work? We have deliberately stayed away from going down the rabbit hole of who's behind the wheel and what are their intentions.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people have a lot of feelings towards that and are very emotional about that. And what
it might hurt somebody's feelings if we find out what's really going on.
I wanted to do is to allow the data to speak for itself and then use that data to inform leadership, senior DoD leadership, about the potential threat that these type of technologies pose to national security, especially over any type of controlled airspace that we might have. So I'm not trying to be evasive in any way or vague with your answer, but
yeah. Well,
I think there's a lot of possibilities.
Look, and I know you think it's important.
I'm not trying to be evasive or vague, but I think there's a lot of possibilities.
Well, so he does the Two Stars Academy. They do a lot of talking with the government officials about this stuff, and he tries to push the agenda that they're very potentially foreign assets rather than alien craft. He seems to believe that they're very likely alien craft, but said if it's potential that they're foreign threats, then they should be looking into it regardless.
Yeah, probably should. Let's see. We had another link here, didn't we? I don't think it was a video link.
I posted that one.
Actually, playing the X-Files music is probably gonna get me flagged. Alright, so there's 3 military videos showing the Tic Tac shapes, UFOs. What are we talking about? before. We were talking about the like inconsistencies in the documents specifically.
Yeah, I was when we were talking about the NSA videos. You mean the NSA documents? You mean?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, the NSA documents. Basically, they just said that they searched for them. There was a lot missing, and this is what we have, which is exactly what the newspaper said and what they said in 1994 about the likely being a mogul air balloon. There's another thing. I've always wondered why exactly we don't know, because like 3 or 4 guys literally came down and physically took the craft away.
Yeah. I think that's what I was thinking of. Where did that one go?
Well, that document, I don't know where that document is. That's the thing. Nobody knows who those guys' names is, like, who they are. It's never documented anywhere who actually did the recovery.
It's just like somebody that was official said that somebody saw the document being taken away.
Well, no. What I mean is, although somebody did say that
Not
about
document,
the
a vessel.
footage in 2004, in this case, nobody said that. It's just that there are no records that exist today. This is just me saying it. I can't find any records that talk about any of those guys' names for probably good reason, but it's been completely declassified. And so, like, there's 4 people out there. They might be dead by now, but there was 4 people out there who could have at least known. I mean, they're the guys who took the thing away, either what it really looks like, if there were any actual alien bodies, or what. But those names have never gotten out. One guy who claims to be the pilot of the thing, who definitely had a record serving during that time in that division, claimed that it was aliens, but there's no way of like actually verifying if he's the pilot of that event. So it's kind of strange. The current theory is that Roswell was a
weather balloon. A weather balloon crash.
Yeah, it was a weather balloon, but they did it in a way that made it seem like it could have been aliens to cover up the weather balloon stuff. That it was I forgot what they said, like a false direction, where they're like, because if you look up flying saucers for not Nazi flying saucer, there are a couple people who tried to make flying saucers, and a lot of people who used the cover of UFO stories to enable them to test aircrafts with like less risk, I should say.
This
So
guy scares me.
Which guy?
Dr. Norm Kahn.
What, are you looking at the guys in To the Stars Academy?
He's got like an uncanny valley thing going on him.
Oh yeah.
These don't look anything. Ah, there it is. I guess it must be just that thumbnail, but he looks a little scary. Yeah. This was the former CIA counter biological weapons program.
Dude, they got a ton of big names in their group.
Yeah, that's like the main reason that this caught my attention. It's kind of weird that Tom DeLonge is associated with it, but like,
well, he's the one who started it, apparently.
Yeah. Imagine you're in a band, and that's why you have a bunch of money, and you go to the CIA and say, "Hey, I want to tell people about things that you don't want people to know about."
Well, the way he talks about
we'll make you a whole website.
The way he talks about it is they want to tell people, or they want to deal with it, but they don't know how, or they don't really care when it comes to like the bureaucratic environment. Not that they don't want people to know, but they want to tell people a certain way, or maybe they want to use it for more misdirection, or maybe it's just bureaucracy, which is kind of what it seems to be leaning towards, in my opinion. There's just stigma behind aliens, and they're like, they don't want to mess with it.
The investor intro.
Oh yes, how you can get
the last
money.
show I played was in front of 100,000 people. And then they wonder why I'm not doing that now, and I'll say because this is the one moment in my life where I'm going to be able to look back as an old man and say, oh my God, I was a part of the team that changed the world. My name is Tom DeLong. A lot of people know me from my band Blink-182. I started that band when I was 16. As an artist, I kind of conquered, in some respect, what I wanted to do with music. You know, I couldn't believe where I got, you know, and I was like, okay, well, this is a great time to try and do something else.
Back in 2014, I started To the Stars, a media company that would develop science fiction-based films, books, TV shows, comics, all of it. But I really wanted to make this new project more ambitious, more impactful, and to have it make a lasting impression on people's lives. I recognized that there were people in government that wanted to engage the public on topics that unfortunately had a stigma even though they were based in scientific fact. At the time, there was no mechanism for them to do this. Through a series of meetings, I was soon connected to a large group of U.S. government officials, from the CIA, the Department of Defense, and Lockheed Martin Skunk Works. These guys were the ones involved in the secretive U.S. government programs that dealt with these subjects, and they have all taken tremendous risks to themselves and their reputations to do something that can benefit the world. They wanted to be a part of something special, to be a part of a company that could not only change the way we see ourselves, but also change the path humanity is on. We created a company called To the Stars Academy of Arts and Science. As a team...
See, it's stuff like this that like makes me feel like I shouldn't trust what he's saying. Like it's like it's like a trick or something. It's like why would they feel like they're risking their reputation by sharing their findings in the first place?
Because there's a pretty big stigma. If you go around saying that you believe in UFOs and you think we should do something about them, like put resources into it, and you're like the director of some CIA program, I guess in politics that stuff affects you to some degree, and that's what they mean by risking their reputation. Tom DeLonge, I don't think is risking much of his reputation. Sure, there's plenty of.
Seems like he's building it up, if anything.
Yeah, there's plenty of like. Yeah, I don't think he had a public office or anything. He just had a band. He was in a fairly popular band, I guess.
United our strengths. With the entertainment division, we create worlds, science fiction stories that inspire and transcend. We are a publisher, a merchandiser, and a production studio. We have stories about dreams.
This particular method of like injecting ideas into the public consciousness is I forget what that's called.
Education?
No. It's like predictive programming, I think. Is that what it was?
Something, I don't know. Sounds about right. Programming of some kind.
It's like you prepare the public to respond a particular way to something by exposing them to
priming.
Yeah, you prime them for it by yeah, that could be it.
Yeah, I think that's what they want to do. Something like that. They want to get people used to the idea of aliens being real.
Why do they keep making horror movies then? Let's watch Monsters of California.
Well, okay, so To the Stars Academy. So, for example, they just got.
You watched the videos that they put out, right? Like you actually.
Yeah, I watched the little series that they have on Amazon.
Was it worth it? Got anything good out of it?
Yeah, actually, there's quite a bit that's good out of that. There's about 20 minutes in every 40-minute episode that's pretty decent, and then 20 minutes of like History Channel bullcrap you have to skip through, where they just restate the same stuff over and over and over again with new graphics. But they need money, basically, is what it comes down to. They ended up buying like what they believe to be parts of a UFO crash in White Sands, I think is what it was, New Mexico, which is not too far from where I live. And then, let's see, they bought it for some amount of money, and then they got an agreement. If you look at the link I sent you, they actually made an agreement with the Army to use their testing facilities to test this material that they bought, and if it has any good properties, to allow the U.S. Army to take hold of it and benefit from those properties, basically. And there's a link to that. It's like an official Army document where they agree to do this for these guys.
Is it the Black Vault document?
It is. No, I don't think it is the Black Vault. Wait. Yes. Yes, that is the one. Open that if you want to read it. It's very interesting.
Let's see, only 27 pages.
Yeah, I think
This document is made available through the declassifications efforts and research of John Greenwald Jr., creator of the Black Vault. So it's official. Cooperative Research and Development Agreement between the Stars Academy and Arts and Science Inc. and U.S. Army Combat Capabilities Development Command Ground Vehicle System Center. Blah blah blah. It's like there's a lot of hoopla.
yeah, you can skip mostly. You can read the beginning and then skip to near the bottom where they talk about like what the army gets in exchange.
Preamble.
Yeah, preamble.
Too long. Under the under authority of the U.S. Federal Technology Transfer Act of 1986. Skip it? Okay, fine.
Yeah.
Background technology is any classified information. Classified. Okay, yeah, this is just. This is like a list of terms.
Yeah, list of terms. The general provisions and objectives.
Governing law. Automatically expire for 60 months. This is probably relevant, but not incredibly interesting. I'm going to skip it.
Yeah, keep going down. It gets to a point where they talk about what they want from it.
I'm already halfway through it. It's just like, well.
Yeah, that's typical army crap.
Marking of background technology. Party name, background technology, right? Okay, yep. Liability, financial obligations, insufficient excess funds.
Let me bring it up so I can look at this.
Section
there we go.
2, Joint Work Plan. The Stars Academy of Arts and Science is a company with material and technology innovations that offer capability advancements for Army ground vehicles. These technology innovations have been acquired, designed, and produced by the collaborator, leveraging advancements in materials and quantum physics to push performance gains. Collaborator will share their innovations with the government, who will use its laboratories and resources to characterize the technologies and determine if they have appropriate applications. Collaborator has access to advanced material solutions. The government would like to assess, test, and characterize the products of the collaborator at government facilities. Okay. Why are they spelling material like that?
Good question. I don't know, but it's consistent throughout the entire document.
The assemblage of totality of things used or needed in carrying any complex business operation. Yeah, so material does not refer specifically to, I guess it's, yeah, so doesn't necessarily mean a material, but it could. Okay, so they have info that they're letting them test on. A collaborator is a public benefit company with limited resources. Yep, okay. So this is just like an agreement document?
Yep, they agree to let them use their laboratories in exchange for information they gain from the experiments. That's it. The fact that it actually exists, though, and they agreed to do this is kind of strange.
Well, what is the material again? What is it?
Okay, so I mentioned this somewhere in this link. So yeah, right underneath that document, that link is the next link. To the Stars Academy announced acquired several pieces of metamaterials from investigative journalist Linda Moulton Howe, or Ho, or something like that. UFO Watchdog is this guy who like tries to find information on these alleged people and journalists and stuff and see if they're legit. And so I found a little bit of information on this girl. She's a journalist. She goes around catching stuff. Apparently, she was present at one of these crashes and recovered a piece of material which Tom DeLonge and To the Stars Academy purchased pieces from to do the testing. This is as far as I know. I don't know anything else about it, but I think that I'm pretty sure those are the pieces that are being tested.
Okay, so film the evidence. Universities are scared to use their resources. Foundations will not provide funding, and peer review science is closed off. The amazing tale of the unique layered material allegedly removed from a wedge-shaped aerial vehicle of unknown origins at White Sands, New Mexico in 1947. Oh, so this was from the friggin' Roswell incident then.
No, White Sands is.
Oh, what? In what ways would pieces of a weather balloon, you know, how's that going to help ground vehicles?
Well, that's what I mean. Allegedly, it was not pieces of a weather balloon.
Oh, yeah. Seems like it isn't. Let's see what it has to say here.
Oh, is that what you meant? I didn't get your tone there.
I have basically exhausted every resource that I have ever tried to use for about 1940 to now. I have no reference, even the government research. Bismuth, magnesium layers. This material didn't just make itself. It come from somewhere. Nobody told anyone about this material. So this one, they are talking about a specific material, spelled IAL.
Yes. I don't know why the military wrote it that way in that document. If that's just something that they do.
I think it just means it's like vaguer. It can refer to more than just something that's a material. It could refer to documents.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well, they're testing literally a certain material that they purchased in those labs. That's the idea. I guess the Army labs have some devices capable of producing higher frequency electromagnetic waves that other labs can't, or at least that they can't get access to those labs. They want too much money or something. I don't know.
Knowledge about layering 1 to 4 microns of pure bismuth with 100 to 200 microns of nearly pure magnesium. For more information, visit newsfiles.com. Oh God, fine. Fine, I will check it out. No. Maybe the website looks a little bit better. Oh no, it just looks like that.
These are pretty recent. Wait, that video was from today.
Which one?
The one on Earth Files that you were just on?
Which one?
The most recent one.
Bro, I don't know. Oh, this one?
Right there. No, go down. Go down. That one. I'm just saying that the site is up to date. It's not like a site that went out 20 years ago.
It looked like it was made 20 years ago.
Yes, it does look like it was made, but it says December 4th, 2020 right there.
I thought it was just my ad blockers blocking all of the scripts, but it doesn't look like it really has any. Let's watch the trailer, why not?
As far as the aliens go, there's more than one race. They have been in contact with Homo sapiens since time began. They seeded us.
There is a huge secret hidden deep underneath the ice in Antarctica.
Production quality of this is.
Wait a minute. There was something going on in Antarctica recently.
Yeah, there was, and I don't know what it was.
What didn't? Okay, this is like some really out there shit. But did George Soros tweet that something is evil in Antarctica? I'm gonna keep.
Soros?
I don't know why.
Know
you know what? I'm gonna keep watching this video. I'm gonna look it up on the other screen.
Military whistleblowers tell me that there are very large alien structures under 2 miles of Antarctic ice.
It needs to be open. The truth needs to be out.
Okay, that makes sense. Linda Moulton produced, written, directed, and edited the whole thing. As to why it looks like it was made in Paint and put together in Windows Media Player.
Yeah, he like said there's something evil.
Who is that guy? What was the name you gave me?
He's like a wealthy investor guy.
Interesting.
Yeah, there's a lot of theories tied to him. Not necessarily alien related.
Other stories of conspiracy value?
Yeah, probably. I don't really want to get too deep. They're relatively, like, fruitless, I think. Maybe it was Buzz Aldrin. I don't know why I thought it was this guy.
Buzz Aldrin. I didn't know he was an active tweeter.
Maybe he's not.
Damn. He's 90 years old this year.
Yeah, he's had something like 5 heart transplants or something. He keeps getting new ones.
Good God.
That's what money gets you. Man, I'm trying to find shit on George Soros, and all I can find is people saying stuff about anti-Semitic arguments. All right, I'm gonna not search for this. I'm gonna say it is evil. No, it was Buzz Aldrin. Oh wait, no, it wasn't. It was fake. This is a hoax. I've been hoaxed. I've been hoaxed on my own UFO stream.
So there is no evil in Antarctica?
Well, I don't know. There might be. George Soros and Buzz Aldrin didn't say anything about it, though. I don't know why I thought they did. I don't know why I thought George Soros would have said something about it. Just saying his name this many times is probably going to get me flagged.
If I type in "there is evil in Antarctica," everything that pops up is Buzz Aldrin.
Yeah, well, what did he say?
It says, "It is evil itself, accompanied by a picture of a pyramid at the South Pole. This week comes days after the U.S. astronaut was mysteriously taken ill in Antarctica and had to be evacuated to safety into nearby New Zealand." Superstation95.com reports.
New Zealand is near Antarctica? I guess it is.
That doesn't make... I thought New Zealand was...
It's like north of Australia, isn't it?
Yeah, I thought it was... Shit. I'm gonna bring up a map before I make a fool of myself.
It's too late. We've already made fools of ourselves.
We'll make it even worse.
I mean, look at the state of this website.
Yeah, that's true.
Alright, so, Redstone Army Arsenal, Huntsville, Alabama, or presentation will have a physical sample of the unidentified layer. Metal in the workshop, audience see and touch. Oh yeah, people can just see and touch this valuable metal that's made out of bismuth, apparently.
Bismuth he made a tweet and deleted it.
Bismuth doesn't conduct anything, right? No, that's not right. It's not magnetic. It's the least magnetic.
Okay, that's what I was thinking.
What were you thinking?
Finland, Norway, Denmark, Australia, New Zealand. Yeah, New Zealand is very close to Antarctica. Arguably the closest, other than the. Oh no, Argentina's closer, but it's close. It's pretty damn close.
Let's see.
That's where the Balrog lives, in Antarctica.
Oh yeah, I guess it is pretty close.
So he was taken ill in a back. So he was in Antarctica for what? And then he was taken ill and went to.
He was checking out the pyramid that they found.
God, yeah, that's what money buys you.
Pyramid.
You get to go to Antarctica to look at pyramids.
Well, it had some sort of curse on it, obviously.
And then he said it's evil itself. But then again, Buzz Aldrin's 90. Although he seems to be, he has all of his wits about him.
Yeah, so this is a second. Wait, here's the actual coordinates on Google Earth. Let's see what we can find here. So there's the pyramid. Pyramids at South Pole. It's labeled as pyramids at the South Pole. Historical landmark. Open 24 hours. These are all fake reviews. Alright, these geologists thought they were clever and would just double bluff. They couldn't imagine that 100 years later, truthers would see through their point and discover the pyramid is actually probably created by. Wait a minute. They say it's clearly a mountain, but well, that clearly does not look like a mountain.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's almost nothing, unless there's some secret evil there that made him sick, or maybe he's just drawing conclusions based on him getting sick.
Didn't you watch that movie about the guys that go to the South Pole and dig up things in the ice that make them sick?
Nope.
Wilford Brimley's there.
I have not seen it. I remember watching The Thing. I don't know if that was in the North Pole or the South Pole, but
isn't that what that's about? I might be mixing it up with the X-Files episode.
I don't know. The Thing is about some alien creature showing up and imitating people and then killing them.
Okay, well, this is 2020. Little is known about the pyramids. Team of explorers constitutes a silence about the discovery. The only reliable information provided by scientists is what they were planning on. determined certain structures were synthetic or natural origin, but to date it has been disclosed no official information.
Tonight's Fact or Fiction is brought to you by America's Finest Carpet.
In tonight's Fact or Fiction, we're looking into an image from Google Earth. It's getting some buzz. It shows an area of Antarctica that some people claim clearly has pyramids covered in snow. Several websites say the pyramids were likely made by an intelligent human civilization long ago.
Yeah, they're probably just mountains. But what if they aren't?
Almost definitely. I don't know. People are saying that it's pretty common to have mountains in that sort of shape. It's not like uncommon for that to occur. So I'm pretty satisfied, but keep an eye on them, I guess. See if they turn into a spacecraft and fly away.
Seems unlikely. We've been doing just about a little over an hour now.
Well, if you want to go over anything else, there's still like Bob Lazar and the To the Stars Academy additional stuff and the Navy footage from 2017 or 18 or whatever it was, or 19. Maybe it was 2019.
I don't know if I want to give Bob Lazar any press. Isn't that guy like a hack? All right, let's give him a little press. How much of a hack is he?
That's a good question, because
okay, blah blah blah. American conspiracy theory. Oh, so he's an American conspiracy theorist first, who claims to have been hired in the late '80s to reverse engineer extraterrestrial technology at what he described as a state called S4. Violated that. Okay. Used to work at Area 51. Did he ever work at the Did he ever work for the Army at all?
no, I worked for the Air Force. We
Mentions
worked
that
with
he-
the Air Force.
Mentions that he's a conspiracy theorist first.
Well, that's Wikipedia. That's what it says. Because he claims that they were working on aliens, and he holds that claim to this day. They were working on reverse engineering alien spacecraft.
In 1990, Lazar was arrested for aiding and abetting a prostitution ring. This was... What? He did do it?
He that just what does that mean?
You
I'm
must
pretty
do
sure that means-
150 hours of community service and stay away from brothels.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that means that he was partaking in prostitution is what was going on there.
I thought that was legal in that part of the country anyway.
I'm pretty sure it's illegal. Yeah, that's why he got
Whatever.
pandering restrictions or whatever.
What a hack. What a hack.
You gotta watch his Joe Rogan video. I mean, you don't have to, but
if I
for a
can do
hack,
that.
he's just unregularly serious and doesn't seem like a liar. Because if he is a hack, he's like one of the best liars in the world. If he is, but it's weird because then if he's not, then you're like, oh well, then we have alien spacecraft technology that could take us very far beyond our galaxy, etc.
Alright, well, I feel like I'm drawing a blank at this point. I am going to need to recollect some more information before I do this again, but this is a good start into the world of UFO looking. Oh, they need $65 million.
I think that's what they're evaluated at. Their evaluation is.
Well, anyway, I'm gonna end the stream. I'm gonna do
All
something
right.
else for a bit. Maybe
See
eat
ya.
some food. Anybody you watched, thanks for watching. And thanks for being on the stream. Chance.
You're welcome. Good to be here. If you do another one, let me know.
Yeah, I'll let you know. All right. Peace.